Have you wondered what sets the rich apart from others? In this video, I'm going to share 8 powerful lessons that wealthy know when it comes to building wealth. Stick with me till the end and you'll uncover all these secrets, and also you might see your financial journey in a whole new light. Lesson number 1: money is a tool for exchange. The fundamental difference between the rich and the poor lies in how they see money. Rich see money as a tool for exchange, a means to access better services, opportunities, value, and lifestyle, while poor see money as something on which their very survival is dependent upon. As a result, rich are in a better position to use their money intentionally to create more wealth, while poor focus on exchanging money for immediate needs, keeping themselves trapped in the survival mode. This difference in mindset leads to very different results. The rich see money as a tool to build assets, create opportunities, and better their lives. On the other hand, poor stay focused on dealing with their immediate needs, making it harder to break free from their daily struggles. Lesson number 2: savings do not make you rich. Now, this does not mean that rich do not save money. Saving money has its own importance and value, but it does not account for the majority of wealth of the rich. Saving or hoarding money is mostly done out of fear of loss. The rich do not rely on their savings to make them rich. Instead, they invest their money and look for ways to increase their ability to earn more money. Whether it is building businesses, providing services, or investing in assets that grow in value. While saving is a good practice for securing short-term goals, it is not enough to create significant wealth. The key difference is the rich use their savings to fuel their investments that can generate more income. By putting their money into productive ventures, they build multiple sources of income that create more wealth over time. They understand that wealth comes from growing money and not just by holding on to it. Lesson number 3: emotional attachment to money leads to poverty. Emotional attachment to money often results in impulsive spending. Many people struggle to break free from their shopping habits because they use money to find comfort during their low emotional states. In contrast, wealthy view their money merely as a tool for exchange, separating their emotional well-being from their financial state. This does not mean that rich are immune to challenges or failures in their businesses. However, their confidence in building wealth is not tied to the money in their bank accounts. Instead, they focus on using money strategically as a tool to create multiple streams of income rather than a temporary solution to their emotional struggles. Lesson number 4: financial freedom is about time, not things. Many people believe that financial freedom is about owning things that once seemed distant dreams. However, this is where most people misunderstand the true essence of financial freedom. It is about time and not about things. It is about the freedom to use time purposefully, whether it is spending with your loved one, relaxing, or working on your projects. You might have noticed that some of the ultra rich like Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs are known for embracing minimalism. The reason behind this minimalistic approach is something they have openly shared. It helps them to avoid decision fatigue. By cutting down on trivial decisions like what to wear, they conserve their mental energy for choices that truly matter, ones that added value to their businesses and made more wealth. For them, financial freedom is not about flaunting fancy things, but it is about gaining time and mental clarity to make impactful decisions. Lesson number 5: generosity fosters abundance. The Jewish community is often recognized for their financial success, and one contributing factor for this abundance mindset is their tradition of donating 10% of their income to charity. Giving away a portion of your income reinforces a sense of sufficiency and gratitude. When you give freely, it reduces the fear of not having enough, creating a sense of flow and trust that the resources will continue to come. Generosity fosters a sense of wealth and empowerment as it demonstrates your ability to help others. This not only boosts your confidence but also strengthens a positive relationship with money. Lesson number 6: the rich don't chase money. Have you ever noticed how rich approach their work? They don't solely work for money. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they don't work at all. What I mean is their focus is not on chasing money, but on creating value. The wealthy work with purpose and understanding that money is simply the byproduct of the value that they create. They don't live in the constant fear of losing their streams of income or their jobs because their confidence lies in their ability to generate value. By prioritizing purpose and value, income follows naturally to them. Lesson number 7: debt is used as a tool. Many people view debt negatively because the majority use debt to buy things that they can't afford or maintain a certain lifestyle. However, the wealthy view debt very differently. They use it as a tool to generate more wealth. The rich use debt strategically, often to grow their businesses. They structure it so that when their businesses generate profits, repaying debt feels insignificant to them. Sometimes it is less than 10% of the profits they have generated. This makes debt negligible and positions it to be a powerful tool for generating more wealth instead of financial burden. Lesson number 8: money is not the measure of your true worth. True worth cannot be measured by the amount of money you have. While wealth can provide you comfort and opportunities, it cannot define your value as a person. Kindness, integrity, relationships, and the positive impact you have on others are far greater indicators of your true worth than financial success. The wealthy understand this distinction, and that is why they use money as a tool and not as a measure of their true worth. When you focus on creating value, contributing to others, and living with purpose, your true worth becomes rooted in who you are and not in the balance of your bank account. Thanks for watching.